Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. This video I will be sharing with you guys my beauty or makeup favorites in 2016. So if you guys are interested, do stick around. So this video I've put together the products that really stood out for me in the past year. These are products that clearly surpassed just a monthly favorites and truly made their way into my daily routines or regimens. So the two qualifications for these products are they were new releases or launches this year, or if not, they were newly introduced to me this year. I'm not going to go thoroughly into each one because that might be too long, and I've also decided to break it down into a makeup video and then a skincare, hair care, and fragrance for the next video, so it's not too long. So I'll begin with the palettes because these were the first products that really, like right off the bat, were in the top of my list that they had to be included in this video. These are the three palettes right here, and I'm sure they look familiar to a lot of you guys because you probably have them like the 10 million of us. So I'll begin with a complexion palette that is the Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette. As soon as this came out, I got it, and it was definitely not a regret. This was the one complexion product that I reached for, or palette that I reached for the most this year, whether it be the highlighters or the blushes. These two palettes are Anastasia of Beverly Hills, the Modern Renaissance palette, and the Master palette by Mario. These palettes have amazing pigmentation and color payoff. The selection of shades in each palette is truly amazing. I mean, what else can I say? When you first dab your brush into the palette, it can get a little powdery, but it doesn't have any fallout when you're actually using it in your eyes. So for almost on a daily basis, these two, ever since I purchased them, are my go-to palettes. For foundations, there are two that really stood out for me. One is a drugstore foundation, and one is a re-love or rekindled love for an established holy grail luxury foundation. So I'll begin with the drugstore one. This is from L'Oreal. This is the Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and if you guys watched my La Mer Soft Fluid Foundation, I will put the link down below. I suggested that this was a good dupe for it based on finish, wear, and ingredients. Of course, not the same quality ingredients as La Mer, but still fairly close. And for my combination skin, this was just perfect medium coverage. The next foundation is a luxury foundation, which I got back to using again on a daily basis just quite recently, and I don't really know why I ever stopped. This has any ideal characteristic you want in a foundation, and now I understand why this filled the makeup kit of Scott Barnes. It's the Dior Air Flash Spray Foundation. This is full coverage without the weight and half the time of applying it. You just need to apply this with a brush, buff it in with a beauty blender, even spray it directly in your face. It doesn't matter, whatever you prefer method of application is easiest and less messy for you, but this is full coverage in a snap without any big airbrush machines to tug along. A foundation stick, and this is again by Anastasia of Beverly Hills. This is their foundation stick in Warm Natural, and honestly I prefer this more than the Makeup Forever foundation stick. It's medium coverage, it's more long wear, it lasts longer, and it doesn't really melt on my combination skin, and it seems like it's more full coverage. So if I just want to have full coverage on more problematic areas, I would just get a brush, stipple it on this, and then do it on those areas, and it is amazing. For highlighters, I already showed you guys the Becca highlighters in the palette. For powders, those are the ones I reach for the most. For I guess cream or radiant pens or other highlighters, these are the two I want to share with you guys. This one is from Dior, and I'm so happy Wayne Goss actually included this in his top highlighters as well, because I couldn't agree more. And this is the Flash Luminizer by Dior, and this to me has definitely, is it showing? This to me has definitely replaced the YSL Touche Eclat Radiant Pen in terms of performance and just how beautiful it looks on the skin without the fuzz. Definitely when I have it on, I always get a compliment on my skin or what foundation am I using, but they never say what highlighter are you using, so I know it's really, really good. This one is in the shade 500. It's a click radiant pen like the YSL Touche Eclat, but just in delivery and performance, so much better. The luminizing drops from Algenist, and this is how they look. There is a champagne one and the rose gold one. This is amazing if you want an overall glow without extreme shine, and you can just drop 1 or 2 in your foundation depending on how glowy you want to look, but it doesn't look like a disco ball. It actually reminds me, let me put some on my nose. I mean, oh my god. You can just tap this in your skin even when you're done with your makeup. For blushes, the Becca and Jaclyn Hill blushes, like I said, one are the Becca Luminous blushes. This year, this formula was released and they have completely replaced my love affair or obsession with Chanel Juice Contrast or Chanel blushes. These are true to color in the pan. They have a certain luminosity, or not sheerness, luminosity to it that just lends itself well to just a natural inner glow, but at the same time it's not too sheer. With some other foundations or some other foundation brands, it's either it's too pigmented that if you put too much on the brush, or a bit more heavy-handed, you look like a clown. This is the perfect balancer in between of luminosity, pigmentation, and true color payoff as what you have in the pan. These are gorgeous. So this one right here is Tiger Lily, this is Camellia, and this is Snapdragon. And then honorable mention, just the shade itself is my go-to blush currently for the winter, and this is like my neutral winter blush, I guess. This is NARS Saramoon collection. This one is in the shade Isadora, which looks like this, and I think I mentioned before, this to me is a hybrid of NARS Orgasm and NARS Deep Throat, which are 2 of their cult blush shades. For lips, this is the category where I have quite a bit more. I'll begin with the staples that I truly fell in love with this year. These are the two staples from Dior, and they're not really new products or product releases, but they're new shades. So this is the Lip Glow and the Lip Maximizer, which are the 2 holy grail lip products from Dior. The Lip Glow, this is the 005 Lilac, and this is the color. It is more of a true pink, or a more pigmented pink than the original 001, and on my medium toned or mid-tone medium pigmented lips, I'm so sorry, it is just gorgeous. The Lip Maximizer in 006 Beige Sunrise is love. If I don't really want to put anything else, or I'm feeling like it's a bit of a lazier day for me, even with my usual makeup look, I can just put this on my lip and I'm good to go. Now for lip shades or colors. There's 2 that really stood out for me. I'm going to begin, of course, with the red this year. This is the Rouge Dior 999 from the reformulated Rouge Diors released this September. This is how it looks. This is what Natalie Portman has in the ad campaign, and this looks a bit more like an orange red, the way it's reflecting on the screen. But honestly, you guys, when I have this on and the numerous skin tones I have seen this on, it is universally like the Bordeaux, like a true Bordeaux or a true red, and it is just gorgeous. The formula is also to die for because it's long wear, it's a matte finish, but it's non-drying, and the transfer is very minimal. But more than that, the shade is truly like amazingly universal. It looks so brightening on a lot of skin tones and so flattering. So this is definitely, in terms of shade, the winning shade for me this year. And yeah, everyone should own a Rouge Dior 999. Now from the Tom Ford Lips and Boys new release, this is the only shade that really spoke to me. This is the one in Nicholas, and Nicholas is a true burgundy wine Merlot red. and this is how it looks. It is absolutely gorgeous. This is such a beautiful holiday lipstick or cocktail lipstick. This is Nicholas from Tom Ford Lips and Boys. It looks a bit more purple on the back of my hand, but honestly on, especially when you have a certain makeup look on, it is just amazing. A lip gloss line or range that really I was impressed with, and I truly think was amazing from this year, are the Kylie lip glosses. I have a few more, I think, but this one is the gold one from her birthday collection, which is just to die for. If you want, I think I put a bit in the middle of my lip, but even on its own on your lip, it just looks gorgeous. If you have like a night out, a special night out, or special makeup you want to do with absolutely shimmering disco ball lips, but it doesn't look crazy and the formula is amazing, this is great. And then it's the formula really of the Kylie lip glosses. They are just the most, what I would call, statement lip gloss. They're a bit high maintenance, so I won't use them for every day, but they are the most glass-like gloss. I'm gonna reapply a bit. That changed my lip color together, because this is not a sheer lip gloss. They're very pigmented, so you actually get the color that's actually on the case. For an everyday lip gloss, this really stood out for me. It's a Rouge Dior gloss, and this one is in 060 Premier, which was launched this year as well. This looks a bit like too pigmented of a pink, but the Dior glosses are, this is the more pigmented one, but they're not really, they're still on the sheer side. This is a medium, truly blue toned pink. This is the one right here. The formula is the best lip gloss formula I've ever come across. It hugs your lip, it's moisturizing, but it's still extremely glossy as well. Last but not the least, bronzers. I showed you the Amaretto from the Jaclyn Hill & Becca palette, which is my current go-to for the winter. During the summer, it was this Burberry bronzer in number 4 Summer Glow, and this is how it looks. And for the entire summer, this truly replaced my Guerlain Terracotta, which is unheard of. It's been unheard of for years, because Guerlain was my go-to, even if sometimes I would try other brands. But this year, the Summer Glow number 4 Natural Bronzer by Burberry really took it for me. So those are my Best of Beauty 2016 and the different categories, the products that truly stood out for me. There are some categories that I really don't have in this video, like concealers or liners, mascaras, because nothing really stood out for me. Nothing, not a new release at least, or something that was newly introduced to me or my regimen this year. So I just skipped those categories. I didn't try to fill in any categories. I just really try to think of the products that stood out for me regardless of category. So I hope you guys found that interesting and informative. Next video, part 2, will be the skin, hair care, and fragrance. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day or a great evening.